Looking for the best coffee makers with grinder options on Amazon in 2026? In this Value Finds Top 7, we are comparing grind and brew machines, automatic espresso makers, bean-to-cup setups, drip quality, cleaning, convenience, and quality price value. The links are in the description and in the pinned comment. Let's start with number 7. At number 7, we have the Cuisinart Automatic Coffee Maker. This is a practical option to compare if you want the convenience of automatic drip coffee with a more complete morning setup. With machines in this category, I would check whether the grinder system matches how you drink coffee, how easy it is to clean, how much coffee it brews, and whether the controls feel simple enough for daily use. Cuisinart makes sense for buyers who want familiar operation, a reasonable price point, and a machine that can fit into a normal kitchen routine without feeling overly complicated. With a Cuisinart option, I would think about the balance between convenience and cleanup. Built-in grinder systems can save time because you are not moving beans from one device to another, but they also add parts that need maintenance. Look at how the grinder section opens, whether the basket is easy to remove, whether the carafe pours cleanly, and how much counter space the machine needs. For quality price value, the best machine is the one you can actually use every morning without dreading cleanup. One more detail for Cuisinart: check how often you need to clean the grinder chute and basket. Convenience only feels convenient if daily maintenance stays quick. At number 6, we have the Coffe Automatic Coffee Maker. This is the kind of machine I would look at if you want fresh coffee with less manual work and a stronger focus on value. For grind and brew style machines, pay attention to grinder noise, bean hopper size, water tank access, filter setup, brew strength options, and how easy it is to remove grounds after brewing. Coffe can be appealing if you want more features for the money, but you should still compare recent reviews for reliability, cleaning, and whether the grinder gives consistent results over time. For the Coffe Automatic Coffee Maker, I would compare the feature list against long-term reliability. Value machines can be very attractive when they offer grinding, brewing, strength adjustment, and modern controls at a lower price, but recent buyer feedback matters a lot. Check whether people mention grinder jams, water temperature, leaking, noise, and cleaning. If the reviews are solid, this can be a strong pick for someone who wants fresher coffee without spending premium bean-to-cup money. For Coffe, look closely at recent reviews rather than only the spec sheet. The best value pick is the one that keeps performing after the first few weeks. Number 5 is the Coffe 20-bar espresso machine. This one is more espresso focused, so the buying decision is different from a standard drip coffee maker. I would compare pressure system, milk frothing, grinder setup if included or paired, portafilter style, water tank capacity, warm-up time, and how much practice it takes to get consistent shots. A machine like this can be a good quality price option if you want lattes, cappuccinos, and espresso drinks at home without jumping straight into a much more expensive automatic machine. With the Coffe 20-bar espresso machine, I would think about what drinks you actually make. If you mostly drink black drip coffee, an espresso machine may be more work than you need. But if you want cappuccinos, lattes, americanos, and stronger shots, the extra steps can be worth it. Check whether the grinder is included or if you need a separate grinder, because espresso depends heavily on grind quality. That one detail can completely change the real price of the setup. For the Coffe espresso machine, remember that accessories matter. A tamper, milk pitcher, grinder, and cleaning tools can change the total cost. At number 4, we have the Technivore MokaMaster. This is important to understand. MokaMaster is mainly about premium drip brewing, so it is the option I would compare if you already have, or plan to use, a separate grinder. The value here is not a built-in touchscreen or a long feature list. It is consistent water temperature, simple controls, strong build quality, and a reputation for long-term daily use. If you care about freshly ground coffee, but prefer a separate grinder and a serious drip brewer, this one deserves a close look. For the Technivore MokaMaster, the key point is separation. It does not try to grind beans for you, but that can actually be a strength if you want to choose a grinder separately and upgrade over time. A dedicated grinder plus a serious drip brewer can outperform many all-in-one machines if you care about consistency. I would compare carafe type, capacity, brew temperature, reputation, warranty, and whether you prefer the simplicity of a brewer that focuses on one job and does it well. For MokaMaster, budget for a separate grinder if fresh beans are your goal. That separate setup can be more flexible than an all-in-one machine. Number 3 is the Ninja Luxe Cafe Premier Espresso Machine. This is one of the more exciting picks if you want an all-in-one coffee station feel without going fully commercial. I would compare grinder behavior, espresso consistency, milk system, drink options, cleaning cycle, water tank size, and how much guidance the machine gives you while dialing in coffee. Ninja is especially interesting for buyers who want espresso-style drinks, drip-style flexibility, and a more modern interface in one setup. It may cost more than a simple brewer, but the feature set can make sense if you use it every day. The Ninja Luxe Café Premier is interesting because it tries to reduce the learning curve around espresso. Instead of forcing you to figure everything out manually, it gives a more guided experience. I would still check how much control you get over grind, dose, extraction, milk texture, and drink size. If you are upgrading from pods or a basic drip machine, this kind of setup can feel like a big step up without becoming intimidating. It is also worth checking how easy the parts are to rinse after milk drinks. For Ninja, check the cleaning workflow after milk drinks. A machine can have great features, but cleanup decides whether you keep using those features. In second place, we have the DeLonghi Revelia Automatic Espresso Machine. This is the type of machine to compare if you want a more automated bean-to-cup experience. The main appeal is convenience. Grinding, brewing, and drink selection are handled in a much more guided way than a manual espresso setup. I would check drink menu, grinder settings, milk system, cleaning requirements, bean container design, water tank access, and whether the machine fits under your cabinets. It is a premium option, but for daily espresso drinks, automation can be a huge part of the value. With the DeLonghi Revelia, the question is whether automation is worth the price for your routine. A bean-to-cup machine is most valuable when several people use it, when you make espresso drinks often, or when you want consistent drinks without manual puck prep. I would compare how easy it is to change beans, how the milk system cleans, how customizable the profiles are, and whether maintenance prompts are simple. Premium convenience is only worth it if the machine stays easy to live with. For DeLonghi, think about household use. If several people want different drinks, saved profiles and automation can matter more than raw specs. And at number 1, we have the Coffe Pro. This takes the top spot because it is aimed at people who want a premium bean-to-cup experience with a cleaner, more modern setup. When you compare machines like this, look at grinder control, drink customization, milk handling, cleaning routines, app or display experience, water tank access, bean hopper design, and long-term support. Coffe Pro is not the budget pick. It is the kind of option I would consider if you want coffee shop-style convenience at home and you care about design, automation, and everyday comfort. The Coffe Pro takes the top spot because it feels like the most complete premium direction for this list. It is aimed at people who want whole bean coffee, espresso-style drinks, automation, and a design that feels at home in a modern kitchen. Before buying, I would compare grinder settings, milk performance, cleaning cycles, water filtering, software experience, warranty, and support. It is not about being the cheapest. It is about whether the machine can replace trips to the coffee shop while still feeling easy every day. Finally, with Coffe Pro, check support, warranty, and replacement parts. Premium machines should feel reliable after the excitement of the first week. And that's all for today's top coffee makers with grinder picks. If one of these products looks useful to you, you'll find the links in the description and in the pinned comment. Subscribe to Value Finds for more products worth checking out, and I'll see you in the next video.